All right, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are hearing this voice from. It depends the location you are at. And today is the dialogue again here with Sir J.K. Mbaha. And if I bring a dialogue to you, definitely I'm not alone. Today, I'm seated here with the SG from the Swana Youth League. So he will introduce himself, but I'll say it's Mr. Roger Karamata. Mr. Karamata.
Yes.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Roger Gisira Karamata, as I was introduced. I'm the Secretary General of the Swana Youth League, the first political party of this country.
Yeah, so you guys are always having it that you are the first political party. So what does it mean, or how does it feel to be the first political party in the country?
We have a very big role to play as a first political party of this country, because we have to lead by example, and we can't allow things to happen in a bad interest of our people. Everything should be in the best interest of our people.
Yes.
When we were founded in 1959, we had our vision, how we are going to lead this country. We have put in democracy first, and we have been failing to do that with this SWAPO government. So we have to, as the elders brothers, we have to direct them that, here my brothers, here you are failing. This is the way that we are supposed to take.
All right, so with that said, I want you to walk us through your own political journey. How did it start? Where did you start, and why did you venture into politics?
To be honest, I'm not going to exaggerate, but when I did not know that I was in politics, because I think I was just born into politics.
Yeah.
Because I was raised by a war veteran of this liberation struggle, my dad, George Udwa Karamata. He went to exile with others like Dr. 𝐕𝐴𝐻𝐻 and many others who were also leaders of Swana. So, being raised by a politician, the conversation would be around development and everything, and I was convinced at a younger age that you can't change anything if you are not in politics.
Yes.
The decision, and also I was told that the decisions that are being taken by politicians, they will either shape or affect your future. So I wanted to be part of shaping my own future.
Yes.
That's why I have joined politics.
Awesome. So how did it start? Did it start at school level, LRC,
Yes,
SRCs?
Yes, it started there, but there I was not at the leadership level. I was also part of NANSO. I was led by Mamboe Koverwa and 𝐒𝐲𝐿, who is now a vice chairperson of UNAM NANSO branch, and many other colleagues in Oshuarongo. That is my short journey about politics.
So saying that you cannot change anything unless you're in politics. So what is it? How did you become the Youth League SG of Swana?
How did I become the Youth League of SG of Swana? I was elected by the Swana Youth League. By that time, I did not start as the SG of the Youth League. I started at the branch level of Okakara. I was the vice chairperson of Okakara branch. That is when I came in. That is when they saw me.
So, so did you campaign? Is it? I believe this is a national position that you're holding, isn't it?
Yes.
So from Okakarara, so did you compete at the national level, or how did you come to lead at the national level?
Okay, to be honest, when I came in, we were at the process of reviving our youth league. So there was an acting president who was there, and who was ready to move to let go of the party. So there was nobody to take over from him. So I was given a mandate to revive the Swana Youth League, and I'm busy doing that currently. So I did not campaign. I am busy doing that because I was given the responsibility to call a congress for the Swana Youth League, and this year is not going to end before we call the congress and hand over the party to whoever win. hand over the youth league actually.
So it means that, are you going to contend for any seat, or you are just facilitating and that's it?
I'm going to contest
for presidency.
Yes.
It's obvious though.
Yeah.
All right. It's good hearing your journey, Mr. Karamata. Leadership. So it is one thing that is lacking actually, especially in our, I would call them traditional parties. Yeah, it's one of the things that is dying, because when the elders pass, there is actually no one to take over. I mean, we can look at a party like COD, for example. Where is COD today? Where is RDP? You know, all these parties, what happened when the leaders die, or when the leaders are no longer in position? They just die a natural death.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one thing that we have to convince our people, that our political parties does not belong to ourselves.
Exactly.
We have to take it to the people. If the political party belong to yourself, it will die with you.
Yes.
When these parties were formed, they were formed with the interest of the people. It can't be about yourself. You can't go with a party to the grave.
Very true. That's a very good statement. So, Mr. Karamata, today we have one assignment that we are here for. It's the NYC Congress. I am saying it ended in limbo. It was disrupted. So, what happened in Swakopmund?
Okay, let me start first with the General Assembly was called before the 30th of June. 30th of June, it is a date that was established through a court settlement to bring finality to electoral process of National Youth Council.
Yes.
And what happened is the meeting ended up being postponed, the General Assembly, which we question why, on what legal basis was the National General Assembly postponed. Because we all know that court orders are ought to be respected.
Yes.
When you are going to change anything that have a settlement, you have to have a meeting of minds, or to have an agreement with all party involved.
Yes.
That this and this and this is going to happen because of this and this. With no legal explanation, you are just calling off the General Assembly while we had 2 more days to go. And one thing for sure, a General Assembly is the highest decision-taking body in a National Youth Council.
True.
Everything must be solved there. And what is hurting me the most, the minister did not even try to solve anything there at the General Assembly. We just informed that she's going to cancel off the GA, and we're not happy about it. Because the youth were ready to proceed and vote for their leaders.
Yes. So with that said, does it mean that the minister, because you are saying it was a directive from the court that the NA should sit, the General Assembly should sit for the NYC before the 30th of June?
Yes.
So now the minister overruled that.
Yes.
The line minister, which is the Ministry of Education.
Condemn of court.
So what are the implications on that?
We are here to discover after the 30th of June what the court will do. Yes. And that also opened doors for stakeholders to further legal challenges also. And we don't want that. We just wanted the GA to take place and we elect our leaders and move on, because they are young people who are waiting for NYC to change their life. A person in Kakarara, Maheke, everywhere, the youth that are suffering, that are supposed to be helped by National Youth Council, they are not going to wait for our GA to be called. Their suffering is going to continue. And that is bad. NYC have a mandate to carry, to reach out to the youth at the grassroots level.
Yes.
And by delaying everything, we are failing our youth.
So delaying the GA is delaying the youth. So
yes,
with your press release from your official office of the SWANO as the SG, you raised concerns about the disruption.
Yes.
And if the 30th passes without a concluded assembly, does the current NYC leadership lose its legal legitimacy? And what does that mean to Namibian youth governance? What happens according to your statement?
Let me just say something on the current NYC leadership. NYC was interim board that was appointed by the minister.
Yes.
Yesterday, we saw in the newspaper that our Honorable Maswa have said, it's okay, I'm done. I have done my part to contribute to NYC because their contract ended, I think. It was supposed to end in June.
Yes.
So it ended. So to be honest, there is no NYC leadership.
So there's
youth
no
does not have leaders currently as we speak.
So, as according to SWANO Youth League and SG office, and you are the leader there, what are you guys planning? Like in a nutshell, what is it that, for example, there's no leadership now, so what happens?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie to you, comrade. We are not in any power to call our own meeting. That is not only just SWANO planning and other delegates, other affiliates. We are not in any power to call or convene our own General Assembly without a minister.
Yes.
What we are now sitting, we are just begging, waiting for the minister to have mercy on us, to call a meeting so that the youth can vote for their leader.
So, with the escalation and security breakdown that you witnessed in Swakopmund, what can be done? Should the meeting go back to Swakopmund again with those security breaches, or as an eyewitness and a leader, what should be done now that all of you, almost 300 delegates, your lives were at stake? So what are the measures to be in place if there is going to be any GA
anytime soon?
Anytime soon, yes.
I think the issue of location, to me, is not a problem. The GA can be in Swakop, can be in Noshuarongo, can be everywhere. But what we want, we might just call the GA. The youth want to elect their leaders. So what we expected more protection. The security, it only became tight on Sunday because of what we witnessed on Saturday. And that is bad. That is a very big meeting. And I believe the police were informed that there is a meeting taking place there. But they were not present in all days. They only came when they are called. That was bad.
So the meeting was guarded. Obviously, it's a national meeting. It was guarded by supposed to be the NAMPOL.
Yes.
So what happened? Were they instructed not to be there because there was something planned, or what is your analysis on that?
I don't want to point figures today. I just want to point direction. But as to me, you will suspect that because even on Saturday, the police that came there, I only saw 2 police, and the other 5 people that came accompanying those 2 police were volunteers. Yeah, we call them jump and chase. Yeah. How the meeting is, there's a tension in the meeting. You are calling jump and chase to come do what in the meeting? That's why in the video you saw that when our colleagues from the ECUN were being pushed outside, the police trying to help them, they were beaten together. I'm just being honest. They were beaten together.
Sure. Together with the ECN people and chased out eventually. Wow. So that was a serious security risk. To move forward, there are always 2 sides: the confidential side, like those confronting, and also in SWANO. What is your view? What is your primary responsibility? Like, will you be able to back a certain location, or, for example, if Vento comes up, or if they put it in Lotres, for example, will you be able to say, okay, no, that's fine, or do you want it central so because here it's much more safer?
I also want it central to cut cost. because people can be traveling here from anywhere, and then because most of the people came from commerce. To be honest, they came from commerce. If you put the meeting here, we'll cut cost, and we can't be abusing the taxpayers' money like that, because this is the second time the J is being called off.
Yeah.
The first it happened in 2024. Now it was last weekend.
So 2 million. What was 2 million used for?
Maybe accommodation, food, and transport, and everything.
So the 300 and almost 300 delegates, they are all covered by that budget.
Yes.
Okay. So 2 million. 2 million is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I did my mathematics, but it's for another day. So what is the institutional independence and external interference? We are seeing that the assembly was postponed by the minister. Who else is involved in dictating to the NYC?
Okay. Before I move on to that, I would love to quote from our third First Lady, who said, the young people, the most important thing that we must do, we must not allow ourselves to be AK-47 to fight for the battles of the people who do not represent our generation.
Sure. Yeah, I heard that. That was good.
That
was remarkable.
It speaks more to what happened and to these institutional issues. Because when we were just being used. Most of the young people that were there, they were just being used to destroy because if it was like it was clear, if it is not that team, I'm going to mention a name, Team Esther Simon winning, then we are just going to throw the food. Send in food. So no one eats. So that we don't eat, all of us.
All of us.
It was just like that.
Sure.
So protecting our youth have allowed themselves to be used. Because when we were there, I traveled on Thursday. I met some colleagues for NANSO who were there, who were not even delegates, who were like, we just came to support Comrade Esther, vote for Esther. So those people were later brought in to go disrupt the meeting.
Sure. So those are the people. Mostly the meeting was disrupted by people that were not delegates.
Yes.
That were instigating. Some of them.
Some of them.
Sure. So does this mean that the NYC is being dictated from somewhere?
Yes. We can't hide that. And I think that the NYC is being dictated from somewhere because they are bringing their swap politics into NYC, and that is very bad.
Wrong.
And wrong at the same time.
Yes.
And the bad thing, and that hurt me the most, is that these people feel like the executive chairperson have to come from SWAPO Youth League or from their SWAPO Youth League structures, and that is very bad.
So they want to infiltrate every institution. There must be a SWAPO or something.
Yes.
And that is really wrong in the national and the democratic state which we are, Namibia. So moving forward, so how will the independence, because we all know that the government is led by SWAPO.
Yes.
Whoever is leading is a SWAPO member, whatever. The minister is a SWAPO member. So it in one or another way, they will still dictate. Like, for example, it was an easy decision for the minister to say, okay, no, let's call it off. Because the person that they all want is not winning as it stood, isn't it? So NYC and the National Youth Service, what is the difference between those two institutions?
The difference between what?
The NYC and the National Youth Service.
I really don't.
You don't know about that?
Because the difference between that, the NYC is a youth council. It belongs to all of the youth. It was founded to bring all of the youth together from different political backgrounds.
So it's a political institution?
Not political, because just for youth movements that are.
So they also other movements part of NYC that are
Yes.
not politically affiliated.
Yes.
Like which
Most
one?
of them Church or Kasowetwa or Church of Africa and so on.
Okay, that I didn't know. Awesome. So let's move forward. We are going to look at institutional independence and external interferences. So the minister, was the minister there? Is the minister supposed to be there in that meeting?
No, the minister she only came to give us a direction, a directive. When she's not supposed to be in our GA, but she only came to give us a directive.
Was this now before the Sunday or even before?
On the Sunday before the Sunday we just had an opening ceremony.
But which was also part of?
Yes.
Because she's the line minister.
Yes.
All right. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yes. So the next thing is resources and accountability and financial implications. The delegates have been verified, and also there were other people that were present that were not supposed to be there. So how did those people come there? On which budget? Did they come on their own accord, or were they sneaked in by someone?
They were not sneaking at all, because they came with those people that were campaigning. So they were that's why people were saying some youth are being paid to sign a petition. There was a lot going on there at the ground level, because a lot of people who went there that were not delegates, they were there in Swakopmund at the ground level.
So
being used
and to instigate. So a different perspective is like, what is your estimation? Is this 2 million a correct amount, or is just a skeleton?
I believe it is a correct amount. Because
And
we have buses taking people from north, from Maheke, Oshology, everywhere in our 14 regions.
Katima, Sambesi,
and then we have to cover
West.
their accommodation, their 3 million a day, their refreshment, everything.
So
it's
that's
a lot.
So in 2 general assemblies that were called off, we will say 2 million was blown away. So how does that affect the nation?
It affects us because it is not in the good interest of the taxpayers, and not even in the youth, because the youth were ready to vote for their leaders that they wanted.
So what is the issue then? Why does these leaders, these specific people, not want the leader that the youth want?
The youth
want someone, but they want someone else. What is the issue?
I think I have said it already, that those people, they believe that the NYC have to be led by someone who comes from the Swapo Youth League only.
So Mr. Tapopi is not from?
I think he's a member of Swapo, but
he's not in the structures.
He did not come from the Swapo Youth League. Right now, he was not competing through Swapo Youth League. He was not the endorsed candidate. The endorsed candidate was Esther Simon.
So he is an independent, if you would say.
He came from another body of the youth.
Okay. So going forward, what do you think should be definitely the GA should happen?
Yes.
But then, as you said, you are the big brother of Namibian politics, one. How should it happen?
The first thing, we just have to go back to the drawing board and educate ourselves that, and to let ourselves know that this NYC belongs to every youth, not the specific few who have their own interest. It belongs to everyone. Let the democracy lead. If you lose, you lose. If you win, we proceed. All in the best interest of our youth. Because what is keeping this, what is causing this is entitlement.
Yes.
These people feel entitled to the institution. If it is not them, then it's no one. That's why they were remarks. They were saying, we are not going to be led by church leaders. What we are politicians. We are not sellouts. because they saw that they never hit the numbers. And they realized that they have numbers. They say, we are just going to disturb the whole meeting.
Sure.
And that was very bad.
That was bad on the account of taxpayers' money. Definitely, it is bad. So, what is your word to the Namibian youth? What are you telling them now before the GA happens?
The GA will happen, whether they like it or not. I'm referring to the system now. Whether they like it or not, it will happen, and the youth will vote for their leaders. And we are not going to give up until the GA happen. People are going to vote for their leaders, not the leaders that the system want, but the leaders that the youth wants. And we'll keep on fighting until the GA happen.
All right. All right. That was Mr. Karamata, the SGA of Swane Youth League. Thank you for your time, Mr. Karamata.
Yeah, and thank you for having me.
I really
appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.